trying to establish the run. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. That was not on the opening script of plays. The turnover as the defense makes a play early.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
To throw, Manning. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. He makes the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down.
It's just so nice as a coaching staff when you've got quarterbacks who make good decisions. And on a 2nd and short play, you're throwing it, you're trying to catch the defense napping, you might take a shot, nothing there. Go get it yourself. Make the right decision to keep it, not panic, and get you a fresh set of downs.
All the way down at the 33-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Manning. Get it out to the supersonic guy. He's stopped.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. They force the negative play.
Second and long here. Here's Arch to throw. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Out wide left, it's Coleman. And he's tackled, stopped at the 14. They'll move the chains. They've got a first down in the red zone.
And you got man-to-man coverage. You're running that curl route. That ball has to come out. You know you're going to get hit. Like, you know you stopped your route. He's going to be right there. But does a great job securing the catch, getting the first down.
And the Longhorns, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. They'll move the wide receiver. In the red area, it's Smothers. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front, establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. A give to Brown. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
New running back, same result. Like, it's pretty clear what they want to do on the offensive side of the football. They want to dominate the line of scrimmage. They want to run the football, whether it's the starter or now the backup. They're going to establish that ground game. It's what they do. It's who they are.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Manning lines up in the gun on 3rd down. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Longhorns! Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So a drive that started just beyond midfield, only 49 yards, and they capped things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass.
Number 44, set to kick off.
Yes, that's one way to ensure there's no return as the kickoff goes out of bounds. They'll take the penalty and move them back. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Stopped right there.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Gets the back moving. Throwing Russell. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Alabama with a ton of ground to cover on this 3rd down. To throw, it's Russell. Looking to the big tight end. He's got it. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. They go play action with Russell. Firing deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. The Crimson Tide need just a few inches here on third down. Burrowing for yardage. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet right there. I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on third down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's third and long or third and inches, you just have to go execute, and they do it there.
They'll ride the hot hand. Oh, he's got some space. Powers through. And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Alabama! And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
And he makes the extra point. So that's a 59-yard touchdown drive. And the capper came on a 34-yard jaunt to the end zone. He'll bring it out. It's Simon. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Hoping to move the ball on this possession. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. The run inside. It Smothers. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. The give, running right, Brown. Turning it on. He's at the 50. Just what they needed. Huge explosive play as he takes it to the 33. Man, oh man, contact was optional. It was like the back was engaging in a lot of social distancing or something.
Yeah, that was way too easy. Defenses is about funneling the ball to the unblocked defender. You could tell they didn't have a clue what was going on. They got to get the ball turned. You can't let him run north-south and try to get him downhill like that, especially with that kind of speed.
Running inside. It's Smothers. All over him immediately.
Great team defense on that one play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones. D linemen staying in their gaps. Linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Trying to get the corner. He'll be dropped.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Again, it's Brown. Finding some... Got enough space. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was closed out by the fantastic 25-yard touchdown run. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Sees some running room. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. Let's take a look at the numbers through the first quarter. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Russell on play action. Snagged in the middle. It's Jenkins. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Alabama hit him with a big pass play. Will they keep slinging it? Motion from the back. Russell. They're all over him. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. There he goes. Inside the 30. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Throws for the tight end. Trying to barrel in. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. And if guys get a little bit of space.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown time! Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. the Texas offense. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Madness. Throwing right. Timed it perfectly to knock him free and forces the 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. 3rd down from the gun, Manning. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They'd given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. The Alabama offense coming onto the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want them. This defense doesn't know.
Deep shot for the end zone. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
That's really good discipline by this defense because they've given up some yards on the ground. And so naturally you think, be more aggressive, commit more bodies. Nice job staying patient, playing your responsibility on the outside, not giving up the deep ball, making them earn this, go down the field, and not give up those big plays.
Keeps it moving. It's Hill. Enough to move the chains. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Well, this dude's day just keeps getting better and better. Of course, we've already seen him score once, David, and after that run now, this guy's already eclipsed 100 yards. That's his 2nd touchdown. We're not even done the first half yet.
Yeah, the stats continue to pile up. A big day is approaching, and they've had no answers of stopping him. So if I'm the offense, I don't have to overthink this. Like, keep giving it to him. He'll keep making plays, and they'll keep putting points on the scoreboard.
And the extra point splits the uprights. And that was not what they had in mind as the kickoff sails out of bounds. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move them back. Manning with a play fake. Throws to the wideout. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Here's Manning to throw. Out wide right, it's Wingo. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And when you get zone coverage and you're running curls and the wide receiver sprints off the ball, you know what happens? That DB starts to bail. and that wide receiver comes back, and it's easy pitch and catch for the offense.
Now across the 50 and at the 48-yard line. They'll have it 1st and 10. Play action, here's Manning. Buying a little time to his left. Complete, left side, Coleman. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
Really good job hauling that pass in. You know, I know Texas is a place a lot of people think about great DBs, and they've had a lot of really good running backs too. I think the receiver position is one, though, that they want to build a legacy around. This guy right here, he's really stepping up in this game today, and he's a guy that Longhorn fans, they need to keep their eye.
Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Breaks into the open.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guys. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo for your team.
Here comes that Alabama offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Finds his man. It's Rodgers. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there.
Let's not complicate this. My man is better than your man. Find your matchups and go get them.
Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. On the ground, it's Hill. Jumped on top of the pile.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert 3rd and short from the 30? Keelan Russell. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
Would have just been a 47-yard field goal attempt from here, but they are thinking touchdowns and trying to move the chains here on 4th. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Runs through a tackle. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. This has become almost automatic. 4th and 1, go for it. They did, and they got it.
No doubt about it. No discussion. I don't need to consult my offensive coordinator. I don't need to consult my defensive coordinator. We're going for that, and we're going to get it, and we're going to go for it. And if we don't get it, we're going to go for it the next time.
Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Throwing Russell. Fires quickly.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. The give to the lone running back. Oh, he's got some space. Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Down to the 16-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Didn't even even gets started, he'll be dropped for a loss of 3.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
Now facing some adversity on this drive after the loss of 4. It's 2nd and 14. Quick give.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Defense comes up with a huge stop and maybe forcing them into a field goal attempt. Timeout taken by Texas. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Splits the uprights. Good. And now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Starts from their own 25-yard line. Motion from the wideout. Arch is going to throw for it. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Unfortunate with that incompletion. The quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
Second down. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Now this offense will try to overcome that 2nd down incompletion. Manning tries to pick it up on 3rd down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The Tide will have to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Punt is in the air. Searching for space. He gets a block. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Russell unloads to the right. Couldn't set his feet.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. They'll run it. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hill. The Longhorns stop the clock for the final time, calling their 3rd timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. Splits the uprights from 56, and he's got 3 on the board.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this first half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, but a nice stop here.
And he's going to bring this one out. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Looking for a gap. It's Smothers. Turning it on. Good gain there. Picks up the first down, and now maybe this offense attacks before the half. Clock still running. Almost certainly the last play of the half. Quickly gets everyone set. They spike it to stop the clock.
On the play. Brings up 2nd down.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Straight ahead, it's Smothers. That should be the final play of the first half. That's going to do it here in the first half. Everybody stick with us. We'll head to halftime.
Number 31, set to kick this one.
Coming out with it, it's Simon. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. Down 2 possessions to start this 3rd quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one, put your best plays together, start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. Throwing Manning. Right side, it's Townsend. Good, strong tackle. The Longhorns in the hurry-up. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Firing to the right, complete. He stopped just short of the 25 at the 24-yard line, but it will be a first down. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
The Longhorns getting set on 1st and 10. Lets it fly. Makes the catch on the left. Off to the races. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas. Lining up for the PAT. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they get it done with a big play, a 76-yarder for the score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Tide ready to roll on offense. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the 3rd quarter, they'll try to answer here. Sends it back in motion. Keelan Russell. Floats it out in space. It's a fumble on the play. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
That looks like a really easy thing to do. Oh, the ball's just on the ground. Jump on it. That's an odd-shaped ball that bounces all kind of crazy ways. Great job by the defense covering that thing up.
Great place to start for this offense. Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run. Short pickup of 4 on 1st down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. On the run, it's Smothers. Knocked down immediately.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on 3rd down. Now here's Manning. Out wide right, it's Wingo. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Blasted as he lets it go. Had to force that one.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Second and long here. Lets it fly deep downfield. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, passing.
They've got a ways to go on third down from the 24 as this defense tries to force them into a field goal try. Manning from the gun on third down. It's complete. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
I love that from this offense. 3 is good. You're in field goal range, but now we're set up with 1st and goal because of great third down execution by this offense. Stay aggressive. Even when you get in this part of the field, when everything shrinks and gets a little bit harder, you still want to be aggressive.
And the Longhorns line it up with a 1st and goal. Here's Brown. They were all over it.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wide receiver comes in motion. To throw, Manning. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! And they take it in for 6 more points. Extra point here will give them the lead. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. So they take over with great starting field position, move it 36 yards. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart.
Number 44, set to advance on the football.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, you've got to lock in.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Throwing Russell. Unloads to the wideout. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
And I thought the game plan has been so good by this defense, man. They know exactly who his go-to guy is out wide, and they're doing a great job of mixing up coverage, taking that away. Listen, this QB doesn't have to go to him, and that's why I think you look next. Who's your next best playmaker that can make something happen for you? Maybe go find him, because they're locked in on that star out wide.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Manning on play action. Flush to the left. Oh, it's picked off, and boy, did this D need that. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. Quick give. It's Hill. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
You want to know why this team is losing? Look no further than this statistic, guys. their best receiver doesn't have a catch yet in this game. There they try to go his way again. The defense has completely shut him down.
Long way to go on second down. Russell throws to the tight end. Right side, it's Edwards. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. They take the lead with the 6.
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
Going for 2 here to try to make the lead 7. Makes the grab for the 2-point conversion. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Here's Arch to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Left side is Townsend. Makes a grab and room to run. Flips the field in an instant, and he has it down to the 25-yard line. Big play offense, and it has them threatening now. 1st and 10 from the 25. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to pass, it's Manning. The screen, he can go. Makes a catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Wide receiver going in motion. Arch Madness. Out wide left, it's Wingo. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Going for 6. Touchdown Longhorns! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. On the run, it's Hill. They put the brakes on him.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. From the gun. Finds a little bit of space. Gets 3 to the 22. The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. Keelan Russell. Serious arm strength on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete.
And that's just what this defense needed. They needed to get a stop here in the 3rd quarter. They've given up a lot of plays, a lot of points, a lot of yards. Needed to get a stop and try to get this ball back to their offense.
Going to field this one in tight quarters. No room to bring it back. First play of the drive comes from the 38. They'll start on the ground with Brown. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. From the gun, it's Smothers. He'll be tackled at the 49 after a pickup of 5.
And you know what? The best 3rd down offenses don't get to 3rd down. Really good job by the offense running the football. You could tell the defense got caught a little bit off guard, got a nice gain, popped one, got a 1st down. Who needs 3rd downs if you can just pound it down their throat on 2nd down?
Right back to the well. There he goes. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
And that would be the definition of 1st down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice 1st down execution.
And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuffing the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Looking to help the kicker out on 3rd down. From here, it would be a 59-yard attempt. Plows his way ahead. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big 3rd down stop by this defense. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Going for it on 4th down late in a tie game, this is a huge play. Needs it. Absolutely nowhere to go as they stop him behind the line on 4th down.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. And now a chance if they can put something together to maybe have a game-winning drive. First down, he'll keep it. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Motion from the wideout. Throwing Russell. Finds his man. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the first down.
Well, when you're running the curl route against zone coverage as a QB, you know you've got to get the receiver the ball quickly. This quarterback has a cannon for an arm. He showed you on that last throw, and the offense picks up the first down.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. To the air, it's Russell. Left side is Rodgers. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Wide receiver comes in motion. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. Some misdirection with the counter. He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a first down in the red zone.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2-, 3-, and 4-yard gains in the first and second quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
The Tide with the 1st and 10. Russell. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Really good coverage by this defense. They were aware of everyone on the field, and including the running back. A lot of times those guys get lost in the shuffle, but they saw him. They knew the ball was going to him. They braked on it, did a good job, and got in his face just enough to cause him to lose some focus and drop that football.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
And this offense can just about taste taking the lead in the fourth quarter, but you do want to be careful not to score too quickly. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? They go play action with Russell. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Bama! And they've moved out front here on the 4th.
Who can you count on those big moments? Who can make those big plays? Who do you trust? And they trust the receiver to run a go and to run right by the DB. He makes the play, breaks the tie, takes the lead for this football team.
They'll line up for the extra point, and at this juncture, every point matters. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. They went 54 yards on that last touchdown drive, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start on the ground with Brown.
I wonder about the mindset right now of the offensive coordinator, too, because they need points, and running the football just is not going to get it done. Early in the drive, late in the drive, I think you've got to be in attack mode right now throwing.
Here's Manning to throw. Makes the grab down the middle. Makes the grab and down immediately. He picks up the few.
And I think the defense doing a really good job of understanding this is late in the game. It matters. Taking away the sidelines, taking away the middle of the field, making him kind of check the football down, go through his progressions, and make that clock tick.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. Fires to the wideout. Out wide left, it's Coleman. Such a big part to convert these 3rd downs, and they've got it at the 42.
And why would you not go back to it? I mean, he's caught everything thrown his way. He's been the focal point of this offense. They need a play late in the football game. They find him again. If I'm this defense, I got to make sure I'm doing every...
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Alabama has the clock on his side, trying to finish the game. On the move, it's Hill. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Timeout taken by Texas. It's their second. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. And the running game has collapsed so far on this drive, and now it's 3rd down. From the gun, the running back has it. Picks up just a few before he's brought down, not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. The Longhorns stop the clock for the final time, calling their 3rd timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. And he's out of bounds. He will be short of the 1st down marker, and that's going to put a wrap on this one. See what they can get going on this drive as they snap it from the 7. Arch is going to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. Complete on the comeback. Out of bounds, stopped just short of the 20 at the 19, and now they feel like they have room to operate.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Fires to the wideout. Out wide right, it's Coleman. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
That's something as a defense you got to be prepared for. In a 2-minute situation like this, you know they're going to try to throw the football to the sidelines and get guys out of bounds. So you got to have outside leverage, or you need zone defense to help out and try to bracket guys on these outbreaking routes.
Throwing Manning. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Hits him in stride inside the 10. All the way. Touchdown, Longhorns.
Man, great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game now. All you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
And he knocks it through for the tie here in the 4th quarter. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Keelan Russell moving out to the right. Gets down, and like they say, touchdown, 1st down, or get down, and he got 2 of those on that one. Timeout called by the offense. 23 seconds remaining in the game.
You got to keep drives alive late in the game. When you're starting to get in the 4th quarter and it's a 1-score game, you got to do whatever you can as that quarterback to scramble around, get extra plays, extra 1st downs. Really nice job there by the QB.
Throws for the tight end. Almost had the completion. Just missed it.
And this offense has another opportunity to put a scoring drive together. They've done a really good job, man. Their defense, it's been okay. Like, giving up a lot of points. Now they're in a situation where can you be clutch? Can you come up big in a 2-minute situation when you really need to?
Second and long here. Gets the back moving. Throwing Russell. Rushes on. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. Bringing it back. They'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
Big-time players make big-time plays in big-time games. It's the fourth quarter. It's a tie ball game. You need a stop. What an unbelievable job. Forcing the interception, creating offensive opportunity for your offense to go out and win this ball game.
Look out! The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
They don't need a bunch on second down. Manning. Trying to win it right here. Incomplete, the final play of regulation, and now we head to overtime. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, in the second overtime and 2-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
We'll get it started here in overtime. Russell on play action. Throws toward the end zone. If he houses this, it's ball game. And the takeaway is the exclamation point, the game saver for the win. Well, guys, let's play some more. Headed to overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions probably, maybe one possession each. Who's the better team?
First down, and they'll win it with any kind of score here in overtime. Hand off for Brown. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.